Alright guys, welcome to a new video. As the title suggests, this truly is the end of an era because the E66 740Li, believe it or not, is up for sale. I never thought I'd say those words, but here we are. But I suppose the time comes in every petrol head's life when they must move on a car that they truly love. But the reason for the sale is because it's being replaced by something even more special. I've had this car for 11 years. I've been making videos for that amount of time with this car, just general kind of showcasing different servicing, parts being replaced, different functions of the car. And this will be the very last video I ever make of this car. So I'll just show you the general condition of the car on the outside and on the inside, and just go over some of the specs and the features. And if anybody wants to purchase the car, you can contact me. I'll go through the contact details at the end. So let's start with the outside. I'm sure it comes through on the video, but the exterior condition of the car is excellent. It is top class. Now, I know I'm recording this at a very favorable time of the evening. It's about 4:30, but at the same time, I just spent 5 hours doing a light paint correction on the car, and it is completely straight. And in terms of the clear coat, absolutely perfect condition, no swirls, no scrapes. Now, it is a 20-year-old car, so there is a few little bits that I'm going to point out. So ever since I got the car, there's a few little chips along the driver door. Moving on to the front wing, perfect, absolutely nothing wrong there. Now, we will run through the tires here, but they're a little bit worn on the outside on the front, but they are largely intact. So these are Michelin Super Sports on the front and PS4s on the back, but we have about 25-30% tread on the front, so they probably are due to be replaced pretty soon. 80-90% tread on the back. They are absolutely immaculate PS4s. Moving around to the front, the only mods done to this car are the blue angel eyes, and we have spacers, 15mm on the back, 10mm on the front. Everything else is factory. Haven't touched anything else. There are some stone chips on the bonnet, which you will see on a 20-year-old car. Nothing major. They pretty much stop here forwards. Again, something that you'd expect to see. Free parking sensors on the front, parking sensors on the rear. All work absolutely flawlessly. I actually will include a set of new fog lights because I haven't actually installed them yet, but I do have them and the new owner can have them. Moving around to the left side of the car, we do have a little mark here, but again, this wing here and a small little mark here. Otherwise, absolutely perfect. This needs a bit of a wipe down because I still have some polish on it. All the wheels are immaculate, bar one of them, which annoyingly I basically had propped up against a curb while I was cleaning it, and it fell onto its face. So there's a little bit of a curb mark, not even a curb mark, it's a ground mark on that wheel, which I'll point out. A little bit of a mark here, again, that's there since I got the car. Pretty much any marks on this car are on it from when I bought it back in 2013. I've also installed some auto power fold mirrors because the car wasn't actually spec'd with them. So they are installed on the car. They were only installed about 2-3 months ago. Rear door, absolutely immaculate. Rear wing, absolutely immaculate. Again, look at the tread on these PS4s. Absolutely top class. They're the 20-inch style 149s from BMW. If you actually look up the VIN of this car, they actually came with the style 95s, but the dealer actually put these on. So again, a bit of history on the car. This was an ex-BMW Ireland car, which is essentially a demo car, which the dealer gets a large discount on if they take it in, and it's typically a very high spec car that they spec out kind of as a showcase. So this is one of these cars. And this is the mark that I mentioned as well in the written advert, which you'll see online. There's a small mark there that needs sorting. Other than that, the car is immaculate, it truly is. We have the power boot lid. Now the carpet is a little bit dirty here. Ignore the valve cover, that's from a V12. We have 6 DVD changer. We have sat nav, which nobody uses anymore. And then we have the power fuse jack down there as well. The battery's located down there. It's an AGM, fairly recent. I think it's about 5 years old. And we have the full size style 95, so that's the actual wheel that the car came with. We have a full tool kit here as well, which is fully original with the original first aid kit. And of course, it is a power close boot lid also. which works flawlessly. We have 4 parking sensors on the rear, works absolutely flawlessly, no issues there at all. And I said I'd point out the damage on this wheel down here. So we have a very small bit of damage here and a very annoying small bit of damage down here, but otherwise the wheel is perfect. The chrome and everything came up absolutely perfect during the machine polish. I don't even want to touch it. We have the rear sunblind, of course, on the back, tilt and slide sunroof on the top, and even the roof is perfectly polished as well. I said I'd talk a bit about the comfort access. So this car does have comfort access, but it is disabled because comfort access will break your heart on an E65. And I know it can be repaired, but it will just break again straight away. So I know some guys on YouTube have repaired it in the past. I've repaired it in the past, and it constantly breaks. It just drains your wallet. These door handles are €800 or €900 each now. You can't find them online anymore. They basically all dried up in terms of getting good second-hand functioning ones. And even if you do get one, water will get in and the wires get frayed. The capacitive touch of here just fails, and just disable it because it keeps the car safer, both electrically and from theft, and it also does not drain your wallet at every opportunity. So outside condition of the car, absolutely top class. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I have the engine running, so let's have a quick look at the back of the car. This is what everybody wants to see. So this is of course the long wheelbase, and as you can see it looks absolutely stunning. Rear door, we've got electric blinds, the small one and the large one, fully controllable from here, and of course you can switch to the left side and control everything on the left side also, and you can do the same from that side and control everything on this side. So as you can see, the condition is absolutely immaculate. The rear comfort seats look absolutely stunning. We have the rear sun blind there too. We have cool seats. We have heated seats, and everything just works flawlessly. And the cool thing about the left side seat is you can fully control the front seat also. So let's step inside. We have soft closed doors of course, and then in the evening time everything lights up. It's just a fabulous place to be, and you can just stretch out acres of room. Man, I'm going to miss this car. So you've got full control of everything in the back of the sound system. You have 3.5mm jacks on the front here as well, full volume control, and you can just control everything from the rear on this wee screen. Just immaculate condition. The rear seats basically never get sat in, so they are in perfect condition. Really nice, and everything just works. Everything works. I know these had a reputation for not being reliable. I mean, they were the 02, 03, 04 models. The 05 facelift and onwards, which this is, it's just been faultless. The interior is absolutely beautiful, and I've had no problems at all. You can barely hear the engine. There's no rattles, there's no shaking to the car. It's just perfectly smooth. It's just beautiful. We've rear ventilation in the back too, and actually there's the rear blinds, so that's the rear blind, and then these blinds are really cool. Mini blind. And then the blind on the rear door. And soft close works on every door perfectly. No issues there at all. We have 2 comfort seats in the front also. Now we do have some wear on this bolster, which is annoying because I only just got this repaired about 2 years ago and it's already failed again. I did get the entire driver seat cushion also replaced at the same time, so that is a new driver seat cushion as well. As you can see, the passenger seat is immaculate, and that's the view into the rear. Absolutely stunning. Let's step into the front. and everything is just lovely. So you get into the car, straight away the bolsters squeeze you together. We have the same in the front. We have our heated seats, we have our cool seats, and again everything's adjustable. You can adjust the bolsters. You can basically, because it's split top and bottom, you can bring it in on yourself, you can push it out, you can move the lumbar up and down, you can move the headrest. We have fully adjustable, super comfortable headrests. They're so comfy, and as you can see, it's got the perforated leather and this exposed grain as well. I love it. It's really, really nice. 2 cup holders. We have cigarette lighter, USB charger there, storage drawer. We have the integrated phone with a SIM card slot. Once the SIM card is installed, you can then use the steering wheel controls if you were bothered. And here's your dial pad. 6 CD changer is installed in this car from the factory. I have it replaced with a DoneDeal Gateway 500, and that gives you this dongle in the glove box. Essentially allows you to listen to your music via Bluetooth. You can put it on USB, on a little USB stick and plug it in, or any device that has a 3.5mm jack. So all of that is located inside the glove box. That all works absolutely perfectly. We have the center console here, which is actually ventilated, so whether the car is producing hot or cold, you can basically produce the same in here. And you have a fold down shelf, and you have a valet lock there also. I don't shy away from the bad things, but these buttons are a little bit worn. There's a little bit of wear here as well, which I suppose does take away from the look somewhat, but it's basically from the seat belt hitting off this. It's almost unavoidable. And this button is actually broken. It pops up occasionally, but it doesn't go anywhere. It stays in situ. Built-in CD, so even though the CD changer's gone, you still have CD. This has Logic 7 as well, which is an absolutely phenomenal sound system. So the Logic 7, and you've got full equalizer control. You can set the level of the Logic 7 as well. Confusing in the example given of somebody got... and you've got center speaker here. We have a tweeter up here. We have a mid in the door. We've mids and tweeters in the rear doors, and then we have even more speakers in the partial shelf and subwoofers under the front, the passenger seat and the driver's seat. So it's an absolutely phenomenal system. We have fully electric steering wheel. We have no lights on the dash, as you would expect. The car, I can't remember the last time the car had an engine light. It was many years ago. We have dynamic lights, automatic lights. We have the HomeLink garage door opener built into the mirror. We have a tilt and slide sunroof, which works absolutely perfectly. That all works absolutely fine. And like I say, everything just works electrically in here, absolutely perfect. So this car does have keyless start, but the annoying thing is it's currently deactivated because this is a brand new key, because the old key failed. The buttons don't last long at all. They only last maybe 7 or 8 years. And I got this new key from the dealer, and I asked them, I said, this is going to have to be coded to the car. And they said, no, the key will come exactly like your old key, because it's basically it's coded to your VIN, so everything's going to work absolutely flawlessly. And I said, that's not what I remember from 10 years ago when I got a new key, but okay, I take your word for it. Drove all the way home, and I didn't test it at the dealership. I don't know why. I put the key in the dealership and drove home, but Comfort Access is not coded to the key. So I was right. So this needs to go back to the dealer and to be coded, but I never did it. I'm basically just inserting it into the slot. But if you get this coded yourself with the dealer, it's only about €80, €100 only. That's why I never got it done, I suppose. The car will work with keyless start. What else do we have? We have dynamic xenons as well. So as you turn the steering wheel, the xenons go basically left and right and follow the trail of the car. We obviously have FM. We have the TV no longer works because that was based on the old analog system. 6 DVD changer, works absolutely flawlessly. Again, gets used rarely, but it's good to have it in the car. Air conditioning works absolutely fine. One thing I'll say is the heating isn't 100% perfect. I'd say it's 95% perfect. Basically what you can sometimes do is you have a temperature set and suddenly cold air is blowing through. It's basically the exact same issue that M539 on YouTube is having with his E60 M5. It's basically the blend door motors. They're a bit sluggish, and sometimes you get cold air or it's not giving the air that you're requesting. I typically find putting on max and then coming back down again, that sorts it out no problem. As I mentioned, on the outside of the car, I did install power fold mirrors, so they're both installed. I sourced the correct switch because now we have the powerful button, but it's not coded to the car. So again, if you got the key coded and you got your mirrors coded, that's 2 features added back to the car. Again, little things that I just never got around to doing, but they will work absolutely fine otherwise. That's essentially the inside of the car. Great condition, little bits of wear here or there, but overall the condition is excellent. So we've no lights at all, 238,000 kilometers, and let's have a look at the engine. So N62 V8, I've had the central coolant pipe replaced. The stem seals have been done on this engine also. It's got a brand new alternator that was only replaced less than 2 years ago. Entire cooling system, everything was replaced. All the hoses, radiator, water pump, thermostat, expansion bottle. Essentially the entire cooling system is like new, at most 2 years old. Most of it's only about 1 year old. And as you can see, it just idles perfectly. We've no leaks, doesn't burn any oil, and sounds smooth as butter. That about sums up the video, guys. You can shoot me a message if you have any questions about the car. You can find it on Ireland's biggest car website, which is DoneDeal.ie, and you can also find it on a few other Facebook groups like BMW Classics Ireland and AutoStad Marketplace. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.